Today, we are going to be learning about a new root word. So remember, we've been learning that a root word is a part of a word that is always attached to a prefix, a suffix, or maybe both. And that root has a meaning to it. So the root word we're going to be learning about today is port. And port means to carry. So when we spell the word port, we're going to spell it P-O-R-T, just like this. So when we look at we're going to look at some words that have the root port in them. And as I read these words on these flashcards, I want you to tell me if you see the root at the beginning, middle, or end of the word. Ready? Our first word is report. Good, you see the root at the end. The next word is transportable. Good, it's right there in the middle. The next word is portfolio. Right, it's right at the beginning. Transportation. Ooh, tricky, it's right in the middle. Teleport. Right, we see the root at the end. Last one, portable. Good, you see the root port at the beginning. Good job. Now, since we know the root port means to carry, we're going to look at some words that have different prefixes attached to them, and we're going to discuss the meaning of these words, and kind of like we're going to understand how they connect to the meaning to carry. Our first word is passport. I'm going to write passport on the board. And we hear the root port at the end of the word. See? Passport. Now, a passport is like a document or like a piece of paper that you carry with you when you travel. And this has all important information that you need when you leave the United States. So let's say I was going to Paris, France. And I would need a passport to say that I am from the United States, so I could leave and come back. So that's what a passport is. So can you tell me how the word passport connects to the meaning carry? Good. So passport is something that you carry with you when you travel. Good job. Our next word is airport. Now, I see a bunch of people talking about how they know what an airport is. Right, I'm gonna write it on the board. Airport. And the root port is also at the end. See? The end of our word. Port. Airport. Now, we all know, from what I hear, y'all are talking, that an airport is a place where people go to get on airplanes to fly to different places. Right. So, can somebody give me an example then of the word airport in a sentence? Good. You went to the airport to travel to a different state. Good job. Now, our next word we're going to be learning is support. Now, support means to hold or carry something. So when we look at the word support, again, we see the root at the end. And so that means we are going to hold or carry the weight of something. That's what the word support means. So an example is the bookshelf supports the weight of the books. Can somebody give me an example of something in this room that is supporting something else? Right, the chair you were sitting in is supporting you and your weight. Good job. Now we are going to be building words with prefixes and suffixes attached to our root port. So here's our root port right here. So we are going to attach some prefixes, which are in the yellow, which I know can be a little tricky to see. That this one says trans, this one says X, and this one says M. Okay? And then we have some suffixes. We have ation and we have able. So first, let's build us a word. Let's start with a prefix. We're gonna start with the prefix M, and we're gonna attach it to the root port. So let's tap this together. Import. Okay, on your whiteboards, I want everybody to write the word import on their board. And the word import means you are carrying goods into the country, carrying them in. So like a boat imported shoes to the country. Good job. Next, let's do a suffix. Let's add a suffix to our root port. So here's the root port. Oh, and you picked able. So let's tap it. Portable. Good. So portable. This is our new word. Are you ready to write this on your board? Good job. So portable means to take something from one place to another. So like your phone. My phone, it's portable because I can carry it from place to place, right? Let's do one where we attach a prefix and a suffix to the root port. So let's do a prefix. Let's attach a prefix first. Let's do trans. So here we go. Let's tap this word. Transport. Is that a word by itself? It is. Good. But let's add a suffix to make it a longer word. So we have the word transportation. Let's tap it. Transportation. Good. So write transportation on your whiteboards. Good. And transportation means moving something from one place to another over a far distance. Good job, guys. Now that we've built words with prefixes and suffixes, I'm gonna write a sentence on the board as you erase your whiteboards and markers and move them out of the way so we don't get distracted. Okay, my sentence says, some students ride the school bus to transport them to school in the morning. Can somebody tell me where a word in this sentence has the root port in it? Right, it's right here, the word transport. So, does anybody know what the word transport means? We just built it with our Morpheme cards. Right. The word transport means to move from one place to another. It's a really long distance, right? So you're carrying somebody from one place to another. Good. So if we know that the word transport means to carry something or someone from one place to another, can we use the word transport in a sentence for moving objects other than people, like in our sentence? Because in our sentence, we're transporting students from home to school. So can we use the word transport when we talk about moving other things? Right. You can use the word transport for moving other things. What are some examples of those things? Oh, like an animal, like you transport your animal from your house to the vet. Good example. What's another example? Oh, your books, like your binders that you bring every day, you transport them from your homeroom class to your second class. Good job, guys. Is there another example of something that can transport people? So if we already said a school bus can transport people, what is another example of a thing that can transport people? Right, we said a car, airplanes, and boats. Those are 3 great examples that you said. All right, we're gonna wrap this lesson up. So today we learned about a new root word. What was the root word we talked about today? Port, right. And what does the meaning port mean? To carry. Good job. So can somebody give me an example of some words that have the root port in it? Airport, transport, portable. Good job. Those are 3 great examples of words that have the root port. Now, since you can tell me some examples, I'm going to give you those flashcards to pick from, and you're going to pick one flashcard like airport, passport, support, transport, or portable. You get to pick from these flashcards, and I want you to think for a second. You're going to think for 1 minute to yourself, and then we're going to take a turn sharing a sentence that you came up with using one of these words that have the root port in it. Okay, so you picked the word portable. What is your sentence? Your tablet is portable. Good, because how is your tablet portable? Because you carry it from your house into your car, and from your car onto trips. Good job. Well, y'all did so good today learning the root word port.